I'm going to name my subscribers Purple Gang. Why? Because I love purple. So, Purple Gang, run it up. It's your girl, TorrieeMoniquee, and I'm back with another video. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And as always, big shout out to my supporters. I appreciate you guys for tuning in with me. So let's get right into it. I am going to be telling you guys a little story. So it's story time about how someone cut the battery out of my car, which left me without a car. So I had a 2015 Nissan Sentra. It was gray. It was my little baby. We used to be out in the streets like, turn the corners like, yeah. So I was out in Riverdale visiting my friend Danny. She wanted to see my baby. Yes, by the way, I have a 10-month-old son and he's the best. So we were out there. I was visiting with her and it started getting late. It was around about 8 o'clock, and I said, okay, I'm gonna start to head out on my side of town because I live a little ways from her. And we were on the highway, and you know me, I'm jamming to Drake, and my baby in the back seat, sleeping peacefully. So next thing I hear, da-dum, 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 da-dum. I'm like, what is that? Like, what is that noise? So I look at my rearview mirror. I don't see anything. Then my steering wheel just start going to the right. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I know I do not have a freaking flat tire out here. Like, I am like 50 minutes away from my house. So remind you guys, I'm on all the way in the left-hand lane, rolling like I'm in the BMW, like like a Camaro or something. So, of course, traffic is flying past me. It's people blowing the horns because I'm slowing down. It's at nighttime, so obviously they can't see why I'm slowing down, but it's because I'm thinking I have a flat tire now. So at this point, I started to merge over to the right-hand lane, slowly making sure no cars are coming, no semis, no anything. So I finally get over to the side, and I see the exit coming up. But then I look and I'm like, wait, I don't think I can make it on the exit without damaging my rim. And I'm good for that. Like, every time I get a flat tire, I feel like I can still make it and I still keep going. And I know that's really bad. So this time, while my son is in the car, I'm like, let me be responsible and just go ahead and pull over right here. So I ended up stopping right in front of the blue sign that tells you the eateries that are coming up on the next exit. But it's still dark and it's like pitch black, but I'm right in front of the blue sign. So I called my girl Danny. I'm like, girl, you will never believe what just happened. I'm like, I have a flat tire. She's like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Is the baby okay? I'm like, yeah, we're good. I'm like, I just don't know what to do. I called my mom, and my mom's at the movie theater on our side of town. So I ended up getting a flat tire in Forest Park, Georgia. So my friend Danny, she comes to get me, thank God. She takes me to the exit, and then we're in a McDonald's parking lot waiting for my mom. So we wait a couple minutes, we're eating, and then my mom finally shows up. I have to transfer all of my baby stuff from Danny's car to my mom's car. I'm already irritated and tired because it's so late, and I always have bad luck with cars. Like, it's just ridiculous. So I get home. Well, on the way home, my mom's like, so what are you going to do about a tow? And did you call a tow place? So I called Mr. Hero and was on hold for a long time. So Mr. Hero was not being a hero that night. I called my tow truck company. They had me on hold. So obviously they wanted your girl to just sit in the dark with a baby. And I wasn't going for that. So I told my mom, I'll just handle it in the morning. Like, that's fine. People taking forever. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go to bed and get my baby ready for bed and everything. So at this time, it's about maybe 9:30 or 10 o'clock I get home. So I wake up early in the morning and I call my tow truck company and I give them the exit that I got a flat tire. So they say, okay, cool. We're gonna go ahead and get your car and we'll send you the text message and confirm when we have it. So I'm like, okay. So I got the text message and I specifically told the tow truck driver that it was only a flat tire. Only a flat tire. So he's like, okay. So then they're like, okay, we have your car. We're taking it to Nissan. I'm like, okay. So I can just go ahead and get it fixed there. So I got another ride to Nissan that same morning that the tow truck came with my key, because when my car arrived at Nissan, one of the workers called me and said, hey, can I bring the key up there? And I said, okay. And of course I had to go up there anyway to see how much it was going to be for a new tire and all that stuff. You know, they like to tax. So I get there. I asked for the associate that I spoke with over the phone. He came and got me. And he was like, hey, do you have your key? I'm like, yes, I have my key. And I said, by the way, I do need a few things out of my car. Can you take me to the back so I can so I can get the stuff out of my car? And he was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. So when I come to my car, first of all, the windows were rolled down. When I left my car, the windows were rolled up and the doors were locked. And I know they were locked because my friend Danny said, make sure your doors are locked. I said, they are. She said, no, go double check again. I pulled the handle. The door was locked. And then I kept doing the beeper. So I know for a fact it was locked. So I'm confused as to why my window is down. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Maybe the tow truck guy had to put it down or to do something. I don't know. Then I'm clicking my key, but it's not working. So the guy was like, are you sure you just have a flat tire? I said, yes. So he said, okay, let me take a look under your hood. He opens my hood. And he's like, your battery isn't in here. And I'm looking like, what do you mean the battery is not in there? He's like, somebody cut the battery out your car. He said, how long was your car on the side of the expressway? And I'm like, well, dang, just through the middle of the night. But I ain't know y'all kick it like that in Forest Park. So I look under the hood. They cut the battery out my car. And then, what else? My hood, the hinges of my hood were bent. So when my hood would come down, it wasn't able to lock. And then they cut through all these other wires in my car. So while my car was sitting, minding its business, some ratchet came and cut the battery out of my car. Why couldn't you have just gone like other people to go get another battery? You had to mess with mine, right? Yeah, okay. So I'm like, okay, so what do I need to do next? He was like, you need to call your insurance company so you can file a claim and let them know what happened. So then I called my insurance company. I let them know what happened. They said they're going to send an adjuster out to see how much it's going to be to replace the battery, the hood hinges, and my wiring harness that they cut. Customer calls me while I'm at work. I'm having a good day. I'm like, oh, hello. She's like, hey, may I speak with Torrie? I'm like, yes, this is she. She was like, well, I was just calling to give you an update on the car. I'm like, okay, well, do you know how much it's going to be? She's like, I'm sorry. It's deemed as a total loss. Like, I'm sorry, you said what, ma'am? She said, yes, I'm sorry. It's deemed as a total loss because it's going to cost too much money to get fixed, and it exceeds the value of your car. Now, I had a 2015 Nissan Sentra, and I still had about $7,000 to pay off. Those damages just from the hood hinges, the battery, and the wiring harness was more than $8,000. So then they left me without a car. So I was just so over it. But I was like, you know what? Obviously, they needed the battery more than I did. Please learn a lesson from my mistakes, which I didn't think would ever happen to me because this is the first time someone has ever messed with my car. When I say I have bad luck with cars, I'm always getting into a car accident, but no one damages my car. So please do not leave your car on the side of the road. Stay in the car and wait in the car. And what's crazy is I've always waited in the car, but since I had my baby with me, he was, 5 months at that time, I wasn't waiting in the car in like a pitch black area. I'm telling you, you're gonna end up like me. So I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. See you later.